Oh, good God.
Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be part of it. New York, New York.
Today's video is actually an assignment to a course that I took with a company called Monthly. Now, Monthly partnered up with Casey Neistat. He's like, I don't know, if Oprah was the greatest talk show host, he is the greatest vlogger.
Today is March 25th, 2015. I'm starting a proper daily vlog.
And I really admire the guy. I think he's fantastic and he's super, super talented. Anyway, Monthly partnered up with Casey and they put a course together, something that he's wanted to do for quite a while. And because I'm into making YouTube videos and Casey's pretty much my idol, I thought, well, I can't go wrong. My daughters encouraged me to take his course, so I decided to do it. Now, it's pricey, I won't lie. It's $249 for the course, and it's a month-long course. The nice thing about the course is that it's kind of at your own pace. I mean, they have a curriculum that you follow and you have certain deadlines. And the overall goal of the course is to ultimately create 2 movies. The first movie is what Casey considers a spontaneous movie, and it's more of the vlog style that he's famous for. So it's really going out into the wild, shooting things, having an idea in mind, shooting things, and then putting the story together. And one of the things that I learned and really appreciated, and a phrase that Casey used that really resonated with me, is that the story is in the edit. So like I mentioned, he goes out with an idea in mind, but he's filming things and then he might run into some unexpected situations, and then it's in the edit where he's putting it together to really kind of captivate the audience and tell the story that he's trying to tell. So the first movie that he did was about, people visiting New York and buying counterfeit handbags. It was actually pretty interesting, and it was really neat to see the way that he put it together. The thing that I liked about that and what I got out of that first movie was that it really validated for me what I'm doing. Now, I am nowhere near as talented as Casey Neistat, probably never will be. I do this as a hobby, just for fun. But what I noticed in how he put things together and how he did things, I do similar things. And what that tells me is that I'm at least on the right track. My instincts are good, and I have some sensibility as far as, putting these videos together. So that really is one benefit that I got out of this class. Now, the second movie is what Casey referred to as a more thought out, structured, and from your own personal life video. So the course in and of itself tells you that you need to come up with an idea and then you share that idea with a peer group. So all of the other people who have participated in this course are now your peers, and you're sharing your ideas, they're giving feedback, and not only that, at certain points within the course, you are instructed to put clips of what you're filming and talk about how the filming is going, how it's correlating with your idea, if anything shifted because of what you're filming, and then you're getting feedback from the peers. I thought that was very great. Actually met some very nice people in that process, and also saw some really, really, really talented people. First, there was a lot of people in my demographic of age. And secondly, I noticed that there were a lot of people who have, their job is basically editing. So I was curious as to why they would be taking this course, because when you looked at their films, I mean, they were fantastic. So I don't know what they were trying to get from it other than insight into Casey's process. The other thing I noticed was there were some people, I'll give you an example. There was a gentleman by the name of Cash Jordan, who is a successful YouTuber. He's got about 240,000 subscribers, and his niche is that he basically shows real estate and real estate prices in the New York area.
But here's the best part.
That is the reason for living in this place.
So I was really surprised to see that he was participating in this course. To me, the course is really geared more towards people like myself who are relatively new to this, have some sort of software knowledge in terms of editing software, and then some basic camera knowledge, which is exactly where I'm at. So in that regard, I think for myself, it was a great course. Now, someone who's like me in terms of their knowledge level, for $249, I was hoping to see a little bit more and get a little bit more granular with things that Casey was doing. And that's not to say that I didn't get some benefit from it. I mean, there were some little tricks and things that he showed that I thought were fantastic. For example, one of his movies, his audio went out completely, and he had to figure out a way, instead of losing all that footage, figure out how to continue to tell his story. And basically what he did was a voiceover that he blended with the imagery that he originally had. Now, he had to cut a lot of the detail out that he had filmed, but he made it work. And those were kind of interesting things to see. A lot of these courses are really the same. They have the same basic format, which is you're getting a video presentation of the main subject, which in this case was Casey. Matt D'Avella has a very similar course. One of Casey's friends, Dan Mace, all brilliant filmmakers, by the way, and very talented people. They all have a course, and it basically follows the same format. You get to see some videos and you get some instruction from the person, and then you have assignments that you have to do, and you have peer groups that you coordinate with. For someone like me, I had the money, it's something I wanted to do. My daughters really convinced me because I knew what I was getting into. I knew that, hey, this is just gonna be a recording of Casey. But I was okay with that because I thought I would pick up some nuggets along the way, and I did. For someone younger who doesn't have the money or is really struggling to save up the money to take the course, I'd say wait. A really good course that I like that gives more detail about specific things is, I think it's Tomorrow's Filmmakers. And for $97, you get, I wanna say over 100, maybe in some cases 6-minute videos, some other cases 15-minute videos that talk about specific things. Camera gear, lighting, framing of your shot, things like that. I think you would get more out of that for a much cheaper price. Now they too have other courses that are more expensive that you can then take, but that's kind of their intro. But I think you get a lot more value out of that than you would necessarily this. So that would be my recommendation to somebody younger who's looking to learn more. So one thing that I would suggest that could make this course a little bit better and worth the $249 price is if there was some way that Casey could be a little bit more interactive with the students. Now look, there's hundreds of people taking this course at a given time, and it's impossible for him to go through each one of those. I get that. However, part of the curriculum is that you're posting clips here and there. It'd be nice if Casey actually reviewed, maybe a handful of those, just a couple, like 2 or 3, and gave some feedback, gave some constructive criticism or something like that. Or at the very least, reviewed maybe 2 or 3 completed projects and gave some feedback on that. I think that would have gone a long way with people. Everybody would want to be the person who got picked, but I think there's a lot of benefit of, him randomly picking somebody's film and providing some feedback. No different than what he showed on his own. He showed his process, but it'd be neat to see how, from his perspective, a person's film and maybe some subtleties or little things that he might have changed or suggestions that he would give to enhance it a little bit more. To me, I think that would have gone a long way. But that's just my opinion. From a marketing standpoint, it's brilliant. Let's say he's got 10 million subscribers, which I believe he's got more, but let's just use 10 million. If he gets 1% of the people who subscribe to his channel to take this course, just do the math. If he gets 0.5%, so 0.5% of 10 million is 50,000 people. 50,000 times $249, cha-ching. Now he's partnered with Monthly on this. So they did most of the setup, got his studio prepared, filmed him. They probably did a lot of the editing, took some advice from him. So clearly there's some sort of split between them. What his percentage is, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, that guy, for at least from January 10th to February 10th, he made a couple $1 million. I mean, he made quite a few $1 million actually. So he's doing well. The great thing about this course from a marketing standpoint is he can repurpose this over and over again. So he sends out the next promotion to get the next group of people to come in. And now it's just residual income for the, couple of days or whatever it took for him to actually put everything together. So that's brilliant. So that's my review of Casey's course. And hopefully if anybody gets a promotion through Instagram, YouTube, or what have you, and you're interested in taking this course, hopefully this helps you make an informed decision. If you've got the money, go for it. I think you'll enjoy it, and I think you'll enjoy the peer groups more than anything else. But if you're really struggling and debating, hey, do I want to spend this kind of money? I wouldn't do it. Go to like Tomorrow's Filmmakers and look at that, and I think you'll get more benefit out of that than anything else. So I hope that was helpful. That's my review, and see you on the other side of the camera.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!